welcome back to the channel. Hope you're enjoying the videos. In this video I'm going to be doing the complete fuel system. So I'm running bodies, it's an injection system. I'm running an alley injection tank with AN fittings, it's baffled and it's got a swell pot built in the bottom of it. A Bosch 044 pump and a Escort Cosworth fuel filter. That's what I was recommended by most people, and obviously good enough for a Cosworth, so it should be good enough on a Duratec. Right, so we're on to the fuel system. I ordered all my bits off Torx UK on eBay. They literally supply everything, next day delivery. I've got a mix of AN6 and AN8 fittings, and I'll show you what I've got. This is one of Torx fuel pressure regulators. It's adjustable. I think that was about 135 quid. Various fittings, as you can see. I think all in, this was about 600 quid. Some AN6, AN8 pipe. This is a Bosch 044 brand new from Burton's. This is also a Cosworth fuel filter. M14 threads, that's M18 and that is M12, all by 1.5. Right, so the original plan I had was to bolt them in these little twin brackets, but as you can see it sort of overhangs and it's just a little bit ugly. So I'm probably not going to use that. I'll probably get single brackets. At the minute I'm just using my reservoir mounts to show you. I'll probably get single brackets and bring it through like this somehow. The only problem I've got is the chassis rail is literally in line with this, so it's really hard to drop the bulkhead fittings through, which are here. These are the bulkhead fittings. So what I might do is I might bring it off here, drop it down here and drop them through here, and then bring the return up through here and to here. I want to try and avoid crossing lines if possible. It's a bit ugly with crossing lines, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a play about with it, see what I can do, and then I'll come back to it when I fully know what I'm doing. Right, so back onto the fuel system. After ordering loads of bits wrong multiple times, like 3 or 4 times, I think I finally figured it out. This is going to sit roughly here like this. This is just a temporary hose. I'm going to shorten that hose. So we got the 45 into the 90, and this will have a banjo, 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 and then come back through here. And then this is the return.
Right, so what we need to do, we need to just tighten that down.
Yep.
And then we can go
Straight on.
straight on.
You're not tying on there? And the rail holds it.
So you need to get the right orientation. So you need to get it in exactly the right place. So there you go with that. And then you just get that, do that, and then you're done, mate.
Right, so that's the first line done on the return. It runs down into the fuel pressure regulator, and then right down the rail. I am going to pin that back. And I had unreal problems with this. On Genvi's website, it's listed as JIC6 AN6, but the JIC6 AN6 is actually this out of fitting. This is JIC6 AN6. The thread inside is actually M14 by 1.5, which I had to ring Genvi's up and actually ask them that because it's not stated anywhere at all. So I bought like 3 different banjos. I thought I kept getting it wrong, but eventually I got the M14 one. It's actually very slightly touching here on the body, but I'm either just going to angle it off this way, or I'm just going to take a file to that trumpet, because it's only the trumpet, it's not actually the body. As you can see, it's run down roughly. I've got no P-clips in it, but I've made it extra long. We're going to run down here, and I'm going to bulkhead fit in it here, and it's going to come through the inside, so I'm going to do that now. Alright, that's where they're going to mount, so we're going to drill them out, put some pot rivets in it, then make the lines up. First one done, we're going to move on to this one. I actually did forget to say, these brackets are actually originally for my remote canisters, but where I'm making a custom bracket on the front, I'm not going to be using them. So I thought that they looked better than these fuel pump brackets were a little bit ugly.
I'll put to cut it
Yeah.
about there.
Yeah, hopefully that should be about right.
That should be about right.
And then we've got the loop.
And give you a good loop with no
restrictions there.
Yeah, that's it. So if I put
About
that
the right
there.
size, and then we'll cable tie them down after.
Yeah, that's it.
Sweet.
Right, so that's going to be your point to cut.
We'll record this one and show you how you actually get the fittings on. Alright, so first of all we're cutting the front. Just near off it.
There you go, keep twisted and pushing. Just when you go to the gym, mate, isn't it?
Right, and that one's on. Then get the other end of the fitting, screw it in. And we'll do them up. That should be enough. Alright, so that's how it's going to sit with the loop. The first plan wasn't to put this loop in, but once you put adapters on either end of these, there's literally no room to do anything. And I'm going to put a carbon floor cover here, so I couldn't use any of this boot space. And then I think it looks ugly down there. So this took a lot of working out, probably like 5 hours in total. Yeah, probably about 5 hours in total, but I think this is the best way we could have done it and still made it look neat. Right, we bolted that bulkhead fitting through.
About there.
And then, as Julian said, roughly going to cut it there.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll do it right first time. Right, that's all the boot done. Obviously the AN8 into this filter. Then I dropped it to AN6 into the pump. AN6, bulkhead fitting there. Bulkhead fitting there. And straight back in. That's all tight. So I'm going to get to the ones underneath, which is there, and the other one is up in here. Right, so I decided against filing it down. Just going to come down here, clip it up to the bulkhead, and I'm also going to have another fitting, well, another hose come up here and into my header tank, which is going to be here. Right, so to do these fuel lines, I'm using 1/2 inch P-clips, rivets, and any that are going into the chassis rail, we're going to dip in the wax oil just before we put them in, just for a little bit of protection. Right, I took the axle off because I need to get my shock mounts moved, and it's going to be a bit easier to run the rest of the line all up here. That's what we've done so far, but now we've got my brother's Milwaukee with nut, so that's going to be a bit easier to do.
Who's the old boys? Who's the miserable old bastard under there? Who's that miserable old bastard under there?
Have you not got that geezer's number? Together down here. This is the return, so it's going to go here. This is the inlet, so it's going to go up there. This one needs a slight trim, and I'm going to have to move the fitting back, so we'll do that before I pin the rest of it up. Right, so that's the end of the video. Fuel system's all done. I think the next video might be my suspension or my roll cage. The cage is actually in, but I haven't released a video of it yet because I wanted to pair it with something else. It's just a bit boring, just the cage on its own. I want to say a big thank you to Julian, who come around and helped me do it. Guided me along the way because I've never actually done one of these fuel systems before, and he's quite knowledgeable, so he come and helped me do it. And it was definitely easy with two hands. Yeah, that's it. Hope you're enjoying the videos. As usual, I'll leave the link to the Facebook page, the Facebook group, Instagram, the website if you want to look at some of the merchandise on there. And our next meet is August the 14th at the same place, which is ME5 9PE. I'll also leave a link to that in the description. Thanks for watching.